And she also used to like to garden or plant here in the physical.
She used to have a pot plant on a skateboard.
Now I know I never came to Santa Rosa before. I have to go home and somehow tell my wife I saw a man's penis, I saw fake Rolexes being sold, and I saw a pot plant on a skateboard. Right away, I kept hearing that there was difficult pregnancies here.
Yes.
So please know that those two souls are here. So even though they never got to breathe life here in the physical world, those souls are guardian angels watching over you every single day, because they show me that every day you still wonder about these souls. So know that, first of all, those souls are here and with you. And what's also interesting is, were you raised by your grandmother, or did your grandmother bring you up?
Yes.
Because she's here and she stepped forward and she goes, I'm her mother, but I'm not her mother. And I'm like, wait a minute now, I got this one here, don't confuse me. And she goes, no, I'm the grandmother. But your grandmother was your everything here in this world. And first of all, your grandmother's here because she's telling me the whole story. She first of all tells me that from when you were younger, your mom and your dad had issues here in this world. And she saw this, and she tried to protect you from what was going on with them.
100%. My grandma lived with us in the basement, and I used to run down to her whenever my parents would have difficulties.
She says to me this, she says, Matt, she says, I lived just for her. She says, there wasn't much that I could do. She goes, and your grandmother is so cute. She says to me, Matt, she goes, I wasn't getting involved in their relationship. I wasn't getting involved in their marriage. She goes, I wasn't getting involved in anything, but all I cared about was about her. She says, I knew that I couldn't change what was going on between the two of them, but I knew that I could make a difference in your life. And your grandmother says to me that her being able to watch you grow up and being a part of your life is something that she loved and that gave her a second chance to live her life all over again, and she's acknowledging that. She says to me that you had the ultimate bonds with her. She says, and Matt, that's something that I will never forget. And she also was watching over those two children that you lost. I gotta tell you, what's so beautiful is that your grandmother showed me visions of back when you were a little girl, and I see you like outside with her, and she also used to like to garden or plant here in the physical.
Yeah, she gardened.
What does that mean now?
She used to have a pot plant on a skateboard. And she would roll it out onto her patio, and then she would roll it back into the house at night. I swear.
Now I know I never came to Santa Rosa before. I have to go home and somehow tell my wife I saw a man's penis, I saw fake Rolexes being sold, and I saw a pot plant on a skateboard. So know that one of the things that she's telling me on the other side, she goes to me, Matt, she says, you know what? You're the one who gave your grandmother up. Because you know what she was telling me it was? She was telling me it was her herbs. She says to me, my herbs. And I'm like, I'm thinking like, because I'm Italian, so I'm thinking, oh, that makes sense to me. She was making a sauce. She was making Sunday gravy. She's bringing this through. She says to me when I'm connecting, there was actually, it looks like a music box that she left you with. It's gonna be a music box or some type of a jewelry box.
It's a jewelry box.
Perfect. She says, with all my love, and she just showed me that box. So she says to me that this was one of the things that she left for you here in this world. I feel like she bought it for you or left it for you here in the physical. And she's saying, with all my love. She says, the one thing that I didn't want her to hold on to, she is. And that is that, first of all, she wants to apologize for what went on between your mom, between your dad, between everything that you saw as a little girl. She says, and Matt, she goes, I thought that I was saving her from this, but you absorbed this at such a young age. And she tells me that you had to grow up very quickly because you learned things very quickly. You learned about what was going on between your mom, between your dad, the type of person that your dad was, all of these things. And do you know that your grandmother is telling me this? She says, Matt, please let her know that that's why she's so sensitive. Because she tells me that you feel people on a different level, that you feel what other people are going through, that you have such empathy for people, and she tells me that you're very empathic. That's a gift within itself. So even though you had to learn all of these things the hard way and see all of these things the hard way, she says to me from the other side, don't let that change the person that she is. She says, because I see you as like neighborhood guidance counselor. Your grandmother is telling me that like everybody comes to you when they need help, when there's a situation, when there's something going on within their life, and you lift them up and you fix it and you make things better. And it's because you went through all of that when you were younger.